Hello everybody, welcome to jurycentral.com online classes for law exams. So today I will be dealing with you the solved question paper of Delhi Assistant Public Prosecutor Preliminary Exam 2008 for your upcoming examination UPSC CBI Prosecutors exam, which is to be held in the year 2021, the present one. So this is a practice set and I am doing this to give you an idea about what could be the questions, what could be the pattern of the questions for the present exam. So before starting the session, I would request all of you to kindly like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. I have already described the full length questions of UPSC CBI APP exam of the year 2017, 15 and 2010 as well. You would find in the playlist section of the channel and also in the I button attached over this video, and also I will be sharing the link in the description box below. So we will be going to deal with you a total number of 100 questions. So let us start. Question number 1. A is at work with a hatchet. The head flies off and kills a man who is standing by. Here there was no want of proper care and caution on the part of A. A is guilty of which of the following? Is option number D, no offence. A courier is entrusted by Z with property to be carried by water. A dishonestly misappropriates the property. A has committed which one of the following? This option number A, criminal breach of trust. 3. When can leading questions be asked under section 142 of the Evidence Act? Option number C, if objected by the adverse party in cross-examination. 4. Cross-examination under section 137 of the Evidence Act means which one of the following? This is option number B, examination of a witness by the adverse party. Question number 5. What is the number of witnesses required for the proof of any fact in any case? This is option number D, no particular number. Question number 6. Which of the following statement is or are not true? This is option number 1 and 3. An accomplice is a competent witness against an accused person. And 3. Conviction on the testimony of an accomplice is legal only if it is corroborated. So 1 and 3 would be actually true. An accomplice is a competent witness against an accused person, and 3. Conviction on the testimony of an accomplice is legal only if it is corroborated. Question number 7. Which one of the following statement is not true? The correct option is option number B. This is a professional communication between an advocate and his client can be disclosed before the court in case, this is option number B, without the consent of the client. B. What is the evidentiary value of evidence given by husband against wife and vice versa under the Indian Evidence Act 1872? This is option number D. Evidence can be adduced by both in civil and criminal proceedings. 9. Who among the following is competent to adduce evidence under Indian Evidence Act? This is option number 1, dumb witness. 10. Under which section of the Indian Evidence Act the presumption as to abatement of suicide by a married woman is dealt? So this is actually option number A, section 113A. 11. The court always draws a legitimacy or presumption of legitimacy when any person born during the continuance of a valid marriage between his mother and any man. This presumption is relevant under section 112 of the Evidence Act when there is a dispute relating to the option number B, paternity of the child. 12. Consider the following statements. So the police officer is not bound to give information about the arrest of the accused person to any of his relations or friends. 2. A registered medical practitioner cannot use force to examine a person accused of rape sent by the police for such examination. So which of the following given statement is true? The correct option is option number D, neither 1 nor 2. 13. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list. So let us match this option number C, A3, B4, C1, D2. Let us match. 2 or more person agreed to do an illegal act. This is criminal conspiracy. 5 or more persons ultimately commit robbery. This is known as dacoity. 1 person instigate another to do an illegal act. So this is known as abatement. Offence done by several persons in furtherance of the common intention. This is known as joint liability. 14. With a view to taking some jewels, A opens a box by breaking it, finds that there is no jewel in it. In this case, A is guilty of option number C, attempt to commit theft. 15. A is a warehouse keeper. B. Going on a journey, entrust his household goods to A under a contract that they shall be returned on payment of a stipulated sum for warehouse room. A. Dishonestly sells the goods. A is guilty of this. Option number A, committing criminal breach of trust. 16. A finds a valuable diamond not knowing to whom it belongs. A sells it immediately without attempting to discover the owner. A is option number D, guilty of criminal misappropriation of property. 17. Consider the following statements. The accused at the time of committing the act because of intoxication which was administered to him without his knowledge or against his will is incapable of knowing. This is option number 1 and 2. The nature of the act, and option number 2, the act is wrong or contrary to law. So to claim the benefit of section 85 of IPC, which of the following above need to be proved? So two things need to be proved. The nature of the act, and 2, the act is wrong or contrary to law. Question number 18. Consider the following statement. Mens rea is not an essential ingredient in this. Option number 1, 2 and 3. Cases not criminal in any real sense but which in the public interest are prohibited under a penalty. 2. Cases which are in the nature of public nuisance. 3. Cases criminal in form but which are really only a summary mode of enforcing a civil right. 19. Which one of the following is an exception to the offence of murder? This is option number C, aiding suicide with the consent of deceased adult. 20. A person is compelled to join a gang of dacoits by reason of being of threat of being beaten. Which one of the following suggestions is correct in this case? This is option number D, he will be liable for all dacoities committed by that gang. 21. Strict liability is imposed in which of the following situations? This is option number B, 2 only. An act which amounts to a crime even though it is committed without any intention. 22. Under IPC, when the offence is punishable with both imprisonment and fine, a sentence of imprisonment for non-payment of fine shall not exceed. This is option number C, 1/4 of the maximum term of imprisonment fixed for the offence. Question number 23. Consider the following statements. These option number 1, 2 and 3. You have to choose which of the following, which of the above constitute the offence of abatement. This is option number, the correct option is option number 1, 2 and 3. A willfully by misrepresentation misled a police officer to arrest B instead of C. 2. A instigates B to murder C, B refuses to do so. And 3. A instigates B to murder D, B stabs D, D survives from the wound. So all of the above cases are falls under the crime of abatement. 24. Consider the following statements. The medical examination of a rape victim shall be conducted by option number 2 and 3 only. Option number B. A registered practitioner employed in a hospital run by government or by a local authority. 3. Any registered medical practitioner with the consent of the victim under some special circumstances. 25. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the list. This is option number D. R.C. Cooper versus Union of India is a case relating to bank nationalization. Madhav Rao Scindia versus Union of India is a case relating to Privy Purses. Prafulla Kumar Banerjee versus Bank of Commerce is a case relating to Pitan substances, and A.K. Roy versus Union of India is a case relating to National Security Act. 26. In which one of the following cases did the Supreme Court uphold the law which had prohibited a person from contesting panchayat election if he or she had more than 2 living children? This is option number A, Javed versus State of Haryana. 27. In which one of the following cases is a civil servant before dismissal entitled to be heard? Option number D. This is option number D, when the disciplinary authority satisfies that the civil servant has no defense. Yes, this correct option is option number D. 28. Which of the following statement is or are correct? This is option number 1 only. No bill can be introduced in the legislature of a state for imposing reasonable restrictions on the freedom of trade without previous sanction of the president. Yes, this is true. 29. In which one of the following cases the Supreme Court invalidated clause D of the article 323A of the Constitution of India? This is option number C, L. Chandra Kumar versus Union of India. 30. Who among the following presides over a joint session of parliament? This is option number C, the Speaker of the House of the People. 31. Which one of the following has been set up under the Constitution of India? This is option number D, Finance Act. Question number 32. The right to equality prevents the state from, this is option number D, giving reservations in public employment to scheduled tribes irrespective of any consideration to efficiency of administration. Question number 33. The 8th schedule of the Constitution of India doesn't include which one of the following language? This is option number C, Bhojpuri. 34. In which case has the Supreme Court held that the reservation under OBC category can be made to creamy layer for admissions in educational institutions? This is option number C, Ashok Kumar Thakur versus Union of India. Question number 35. In which of the following cases it is not mandatory for the President or any other authority to consult the Union Public Service Commission? This is option number A, in matters covered by Article 335 of the Constitution. So in this case, it is not mandatory for the President or any authority to consult the Union Public Service Commission. 36. The Constitution of India makes special provisions for many states. The special provision have not been made in the case of which one of the following states? This is option number D, Meghalaya. Question number 37. The ratification by state legislatures is not required for a constitutional amendment bill passed by Parliament in respect of an amendment of, this is option number A, C, Articles 1 to 3 with regard to Union and territory. So in this case, the ratification by state legislation is not required for a constitutional amendment bill passed by Parliament. 38. Question number 38. Which one of the following can be termed as non-obstante clauses? This is option number B, notwithstanding anything contained in. 39. Which one of the following statement is true? This is option number D, may be made before a magistrate, police officer or doctor. So this statement is true. 40. Which one of the following statement is not a fact and issue under the Evidence Act? This none of the above. So let us read. The existence of any right which is asserted or denied by the parties. The existence of any disability asserted or denied by the parties. 3. The existence of right admitted by the parties. So none of the above is actually a fact and issue under the Evidence Act. Question number 41. Which of the following statement is or are correct? Let us see. The correct option is option number 1 and 3 only. Oral evidence, evidence under the Evidence Act means and includes, first is oral evidence and the 3 is all documents including electronic documents. 42. The Indian Evidence Act 1872 applies to these, option number B, all judicial proceedings in or before any court. 43. Burden of proof under section 101 of the Evidence Act never shifts, option number A. 44. In order to raise a presumption in favor of an electronic record produced before a court from any proper custody, the record must be a minimum of 5 years old, option number A. 45. Which of the following facts need not be proved? This is option number C, facts taken judicial notice by courts. 46. Which one of the following statement is not correct? This is option number B, in criminal cases previous good character is irrelevant. Actually, previous good character is relevant in criminal cases. 47. Which one of the following is not a correct statement about expert opinion? This is option number C, expert opinion is binding on the judge always. 48. Which of the following is not secondary evidence? This is option number D, oral accounts of the contents of a document given by some person who himself hasn't seen it. So this is not a secondary evidence. It should be who has himself seen it, but here the option is who has himself not seen it. 49. Under which of the following situations secondary evidence of a document under 65 of the Evidence Act is not permissible? This is option number D, when the evidence of the original has been proved to be admitted orally by the person against whom it is proved. So in this case, in this kind of situation, secondary evidence of a document under section 65 of the Evidence Act is not permissible. Only in the case of when the evidence of the original has to be proved to be admitted orally by the person against whom it is proved. 50. Consider the following statement. This is option number A, in criminal proceedings the burden of proof is on the prosecution to prove the guilt of the accused person. 55. Which one of the following statement is not correct? Refresh memory by a witness under section 159 of the Evidence Act means referring to another witness for taking his assistance. This is not true, option number D. 52. A is accused before a court of sessions of attempting to murder a police officer whilst on his trial before B, a sessions judge. Can B be examined as a witness under the above situation as to what has occurred in his presence? This option number A may be examined as to what occurred because he has to give in writing that he wants to adduce evidence. 53. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below. So let us match what is the correct option. This is A2, B3, C5, D4. Examination of a witness by the party who calls him. So this is known as examination in chief. Party who lets down the witness who lets down the party who calls him. This is hostile witness. Examination of a witness by adverse party. This is known as cross examination. And question suggesting the answer which the person putting it wishes or expects to deceive. This is known as leading question. Question number 54. A accused of murder alleges that by grave and sudden provocation he was deprived of the power of self-control, on whom the burden of proof lies in the above situation to establish grave and sudden provocation. This is option number A on the prosecution. Question number 55. A is tried for the murder of B. He takes a plea of self-defense, but the evidence adduced by him is insufficient to put his case under this exception, although it is enough to create doubt whether the charge against him has been positively recorded. In this case, this option number D, A is entitled to acquittal as the prosecution has held as failed to prove his guilt beyond reasonable doubt. Question number, then we have assertion and reason based question from 56 to 60. Let us read. 56. Confession is made to police officer is not admissible. The intention of the legislation is to put stop to the extortion of confessions from accused person. This is option number A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. 57. Courts cannot review the questions as to what aid and advice is given by the Council of Ministers to the President. This is reason is the question of aid and advice with the Council of Ministers is a non-justifiable issue. So this is option number A. Again both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. 58. Assertion. Parliament has power to make any law for implanting any treaty, agreement or convention with any other country. R. As an exception to normal power, the Parliament has been given certain special powers. So even in this case, the correct option would be option number A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. 59. Assertion. State shall not deny to any person equality before the law and equal protection of laws within the territory. Or the article cannot be invoked against discrimination made by constitutional provisions. So in this case, the correct option is option number B. Here both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. 60. To constitute the offence of conspiracy, there must be an agreement between two or more persons to do an act which is illegal or which is to be done by illegal means. Reason: one person cannot be held guilty of criminal conspiracy because one cannot conspire with himself. This is option number A again. Because the correct option is both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Because to constitute the conspiracy, why two and more persons are required? Because one person cannot be held guilty of criminal conspiracy because one cannot conspire with himself. This is true. Then 61. Facts under the Evidence Act means, it means option number D. Anything capable of being perceived by the senses and any mental condition of which any person is conscious. 62. Which one of the following statement is not correct? The court takes the assistance of experts when it has to form an opinion on option number D on point of Indian law. 63. In which one of the following a dying declaration is admissible? So these option number C, both in civil as well as in criminal proceedings. 64. Which one of the following statement is true? Admissions are option number B, not conclusive proof of the matter but may operate as estoppels under certain provisions of the Evidence Act. 65. Under which condition a court may take into consideration the confession of one accused against himself and another person. This is option number A, if they are tried jointly for the same offence. Question number 66. Oral evidence under section 60 of the Evidence Act 1872 must in all cases be direct. 67. Section 27 of the Evidence Act applies option number B when the person giving information is an accused and is in police custody. 68. The term police custody used under section 26 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 means which one of the following? This option number D, some kind of surveillance and restrictions over the accused person by the police. So this is known as police custody under section 26. Question number 69. Which of the following statement is correct? This is A. Police admissions may be oral or documented or contained in an electronic form. This is 2. 17. Which of the following statement is true? A is tried for the murder of B. There is evidence of the fact that B prosecuted A for libel and that A was convicted and sentenced. This judgment is option number D, relevant under section A, showing the motive for the murder of B. 71. Which one of the following statement is not true? This option number D, those facts which the parties think are relevant. According to section 5 of the Evidence Act, evidence may be given in any suit or proceedings of the. This option number D, those facts which the party think are relevant. This is not true because like under section 5 of Evidence Act, evidence may be given in any suit or proceedings which the existence of any fact and issue or non-existence of any fact and issue, those facts declared under the various provisions of the Evidence Act, not which the parties think by themselves to be are relevant. Question number 72. Which one of the following is not included in union list? This is option number D, public health. Question number 73. The Sarkaria Commission was set up to define option number B, center-state relations. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list. Article 17 is for abolition of untouchability. Article 42 is for maternity relief. Article 21 is for protection of life and personal liberty, and Article 19 is for freedom of press. Option number D. 75. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list. This is Golak Nath versus State of Punjab, deals with prospective overruling. Olga Tellis versus State of Bombay is a case relating to right to livelihood. TMA Pai Foundation versus State of Karnataka is a case relating to minority educational institutions, and Keshwan Madhav Menon versus State of Bombay is a case relating to doctrine of eclipse. Question number 76. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below. So a chief election commissioner, so he is actually appointed by the option number 3, appointed by the president. Then speaker, deputy chairman. So deputy chairman is actually is appointed by elected by Rajya Sabha, deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha. Deputy speaker of Lok Sabha. Speaker of Lok Sabha has been appointed by option number 2, elected by members of Lok Sabha, and chairman of Public Accounts Committee is actually chosen by the Speaker of Lok Sabha. 77. Consider the following statements. The governor of a state, option number 1 and 3, is a constitutional head of the state, and 3 is an integral part of the state legislation. 78. Which of the following authorities has a powers to prohibit carrying of arms in any processing or mass drill or mass training with arms? So which of the following authority has a power to prohibit such activity? This option number C, district magistrate only. 79. Which one of the following statement is not correct with regard to the nature of criminal attempt? This option number D, when commission of an act intentionally is successful, it is criminal attempt. 80. The execution of death sentence can be postponed in case of option number B, possibility of appeal in the Supreme Court, and in case of pregnant women. 81. A puts jewels into a box belonging to B with the intention that his circumstances may cause B to be convicted for the offence of theft. Here A is liable to be punished for option number D, fabricating false evidence only. 82. An automatic box was the property of the company. The box contained a slit of sufficient size to admit a coin and projecting button. The box was so constructed that upon a coin being dropped into the slit and the button being pushed in, a chocolate would be ejected from the box. A dropped into the slit a brass disc about the size and shape of the coin and thereby obtained a chocolate. A is option number A, guilty of theft. 83. Consider the following statement. Section 144 of CRPC is a wider and more general section than Section 145 of Criminal Procedure Code, Section 144 of the Criminal Procedure Code is discretionary, whereas Section 145 of the CRPC is mandatory. This is which of the following statement are true? This is both 1 and 2 are true. So you have to comment in the comment section below what does Section 144 and Section 145 of CRPC provides for. Comment in the comment section below. 84. A pulls down houses in good faith of saving human lives and property in a great fire. In this case, which of the following statement is correct? So he has committed no offence. 85. Penalty under surety bond is option number A, can be remitted in full or part. 86. Bail amount fixed by a magistrate can be reduced by this option number C, the High Court or the Court of Session. Consider the following statement. Option number 3. A person causes disappearance of evidence in order to save the accused from the acquisition of crime. So, first of all, let us read the question. Which of the above amounts to an offence for screening the offender from criminal liability punishable under Section 201 of IPC? This is option number 3. A person causes disappearance of evidence in order to save the accused from the acquisition of crime. So this is actually an offence under Section 201, which deals with screening of offender from criminal liability. 88. They consider the following statements. So the statement is, here the correct option is C, both A and B. Having been bound by law to state the truth, a person makes a false statement in a proceeding before a public servant. Having been legally bound by an oath to state the truth, a person makes a false statement before a court of justice. Which of the above will amount to giving of false evidence? 89. A person is arrested and remanded in judicial custody for the offence of theft. He is in such custody for the last 3.5 years and his trial hasn't yet been commenced. Which of the following suggestion is correct in this case? This is option number A, he shall be released unconditionally. 90. Consider the following statements 2 and 3. An accused shall not be released on bail by a court if he had been convicted previously on 2 or more occasions of a cognizable offence punishable with imprisonment for 3 years or more. And 3. Necessity for identification by witnesses during investigation shall not be sufficient ground for rejection of bail. So, these two statements are actually correct, that the accused shall not be released on bail by a court if he had been convicted previously on 2 or more occasions of a cognizable offence punishable with imprisonment for 3 years or more. And the second one is necessity for identification by witnesses is not a sufficient ground, for rejection of bail application. Question number 91. Any public notice issued for an order made which prohibits carrying arms in prosecution on mass drill or mass training with arms shall remain in force for not more than option number B, 3 months. Consider the following statements. In this case, it has been asked which of the above statement to an offence by a public servant under Section 161 of IPC. So 1, 2 and 3. A public servant accepted gratification to show favour to a person. 2. A person accepting to become a public servant accepted gratification to show favour. 3. A person not expecting to be in office accepted gratification to show favour. So all 1, 2 and 3 are correct. So these are very important question because the questions relating to public servant and the offence committed by them are generally asked in the CBI APP exam. So get through this question well. 93. Which of the following sections of IPC deals with voluntary non-fit injury? This is option number D, all of the above. 87, 88 and 89. 94. A takes some ornaments belonging to B out of B's possession without B's consent with the intention of keeping it until he obtains money from B as a reward for its restoration. A is actual option number D, guilty of theft. 95. A strikes B. B is by this provocation excited to violent rage. C, a bystander intending to take advantage of B's rage and to cause him to kill A, puts a knife into B's hand for that purpose. B kills A with the knife. Here option number A, B has committed culpable homicide but C is guilty of murder. 96. Insanity produced by drunkenness is a option number B, weak defense to a crime charged. Question number 96. An act is not an offence if it is committed by a person who is a 6 years old boy. 98. Which one of the following is not a characteristic of an offense of theft? This is option number D. Movement of property is not necessary. 99. A meets a bullock carrying a box of treasure. He drives a bullock in a certain direction in order that he may dishonestly take the treasure. In this case, A commits option number C, theft as soon as the bullock begins to move. Question number 100. Which one of the following statement doesn't come under the definition of complaint under section 2 clause D of the Criminal Procedure Code? This is option number D. Police report made after investigation which discloses the commission of a cognizable offence. So it actually not a complaint, comes under section 2 clause D. 101. Consider the following statement. This is option number 1 and 2 only. Bailable offences within the meaning of Criminal Procedure Code means an offence which is enumerated as bailable in the first schedule, and 2, an offence which is made bailable by any other law for the time being in force. Question number 102. Consider the following statement. Abatement is constituted by which of the following given above are correct? Option number 1, 2 and 3. Instigating a person to commit an offence. 2. Engaging in a conspiracy to commit it. 3. Intentionally aiding a person to commit it. 103. Consider the following statement. B2 only. To legislate on state list or implementing treaties and international agreements. Parliament's power to legislate state subjects in state list means Parliament has the power to legislate on state list for implementing treaties and international organization. 104. Consider the following statement. This is option number both 1 and 2. Parliament can legislate on a subject of a state list. Option of if the Council of State passes a resolution by 2/3 majority of members present and voting that it is expedient in the national interest to do so, and 2, if 2 or more state legislature pass a resolution to that effect. 105. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list. So let us match. Doctrine of pith and substance, it means you can this option number A, doctrine of pith and substance. Once again, doctrine and pith and substance means true nature, character of the legislation. Doctrine of incidental encroachment, it means a law is not invalid even though trenched incidentally to another list. Doctrine of severability, it means the part of the statute which is bad can be severed from the rest. And D, doctrine of colorable legislation, it means you cannot do directly what you cannot do directly. Ignore the option which I have highlighted. Option number B is not the correct option. 106. Consider the following statements. Under Article 243D, not less than 1/3 seats of the total number of seats in the Panchayat to be filled directly by election shall be reserved for women. This 1/3 reservation for women is option number 1 and 2 shall include women from SC and ST, and 2 is in addition to the separate reservation of 1/3 seats for women belonging to SC and ST. Question number 107. Who of the following has a right to participate in the proceedings of state legislation? This is option number C, Advocate General. Question number 108. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list. So the correct option is option number D, A2, B1, C4, D3. Judicial review is given in the case of Keshwanand Bharti versus State of Kerala. Free and fair election, it is given in the case of SR Bommai versus Union of India. Balance between part 3 and 4, just a second, sorry, it is actually judicial review is Keshwanand Bharti versus State of Kerala. Free and fair election is Indira Gandhi versus Raj Narayan. Balance between part 3 and 4 is in relation to Minerva Mills Limited versus Union of India, and secularism is 3. Let us match. Yes, secularism is SR Bommai versus Union of India, and balance between part 3 and part 4 has been dealt in the case of Minerva Mills versus Union of India. Question number 109. Separation of judiciary from the executive has been provided which of the following? This is option number C, directive principle of state policy of the Constitution of India. 110. Consider the following statements regarding directive principles of state policy. This is 1, 2 and 3. they are not enforceable in a court of law. This is true. Their enforcement may override fundamental rights, and they are this is also true. They are fundamental in the governance of the state. This is also true. So 3 of the above statements are true. 111. Which one of the following directive principles of state policy is not a Gandhian principle? This is option number B. The state shall endeavor to promote cottage industry. So this is not correct. 112. Which one of the following was said by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as the heart and soul of the Constitution of India? This is option number B. Right to constitutional remedies. 113. The right to property as a fundamental right was removed by which one of the following constitutional amendment? This is option number C. 44th Amendment. Question number 140. Safeguards against the arrest and detention are provided under which article of the Constitution of India? This is option number B. Article 22. 150. Right to free and compulsory education to children between 6 and 14 years of age is provided by which article of the Constitution? This is option number A. Article 21A. 116. Which case did the Supreme Court hold that freedom of speech and expression guaranteed by Article 19 Clause 1 or Clause A includes the right to information? This is option number C. Kharak Singh versus State of Uttar Pradesh. Question number 170. Which provision of the Constitution spells out right to clean environment as a fundamental right? This is option number C. Article 21. 118. Being a juristic person, the company is not a citizen, but in which one of the following cases the Supreme Court held that if the state action impairs the right of the company, thereby affecting the rights of the shareholder, the protection of Article 19 will be available to him? So this option number C. R.C. Cooper versus Union of India. 119. The preamble of our Constitution proclaims ourselves as a sovereign republic. In whom does the sovereignty vest? This is option number A. People of India. And 120. Which one of the following is not an essential characteristics of a federal constitution? This is option number C. Presidential form of government. So this is the end of the session, and I hope you all have enjoyed it. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. If you have anything to share, do share in the comment section below. If any error has been done, if you find any mistakes, kindly comment the same in the comment section below. So we will be posting a new video every day, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up to this video and share this video among million number of your friends. So with this note, I am signing off. Have a great day.